G'day guys, in this video I'm going to be talking about the Aurory project. Aurory is an upcoming JRPG crypto gaming project running on Solana. Let's start with the art style, as it's the first thing we get to see and analyze at this stage. The characters are very cute and the setting looks warm and cozy, typical of this style of RPG. The color scheme they've chosen is full Solana style. This kind of pink, purple, blue and aquamarine. I think it's pretty cool, I dig it. From what we can see in this concept trailer, there's an obvious similarity to Pokemon here, which is a JRPG, I guess. We can see they are going to incorporate NFTs into their gameplay and tokenomics, and their plan is to incorporate 2D gameplay, which is different, keeping it simple and indie. They can always upgrade this later if it's needed, I guess. Aurory has gone with this steampunk style lore or science, whatever you want to call it, which I like. I haven't seen this in a while. Look at this chick, she's wearing a steampunk harness computer thing with a bunch of blue fans that pump out fairy floss coloured smoke. Pretty funny. She's referencing mining, as in crypto mining, which is another thing with Aurory. They reference crypto a lot in their lore. Seems a bit cheesy, but I'm open to it if they can make it cool. Even one of the Nefties, I think they're called, is called Bytebit, featuring some kind of Bitcoin chocolate bar on its head. And it looks like its bigger brother / evolution is Crunch Coins. I mean, Pokemon got away with worse, I guess. Even Dip King, some kind of bird with an arrow on its head pointing down, referring to a market dip, I guess. Pretty funny. They're probably making slight references to all kinds of crypto related things. Let me know in the comments of some references you can see. On their website, they've written a bit about how the game will have various modes and features. Aurory will be the in-game token, and possibly the DAO token. Earn tokens and NFTs by playing the game. Free-to-play solo game mode. Extensive PvP mode, in-game Aurory token staking, NFT drops from in-game staking, earning yield based on marketplace volume. Very cool. So that's the basic rundown of the game so far. It's still very early, so there's not much out yet. On the 1st of September, they released their 10,000 unique mint profile picture style NFTs called Aurorians. This was a huge event when it was happening. At the time of mint, the Aurory Twitter page had something like 70,000 followers. So there was a huge supply and demand disparity there. They actually reported that on mint date, they had over 118,000 users on their website, not including users with ad blockers. Knowing this beforehand, most people should have known that chances of getting one at mint was unlikely, to put it mildly. But plenty of lucky people managed to get one, and they were doubly lucky because there was an error of some kind in the minting contract. The NFTs were supposed to be minted at a price of 5 Solana, but instead were minted at 1 Solana. Very costly mistake there. The devs said there would be a post-mortem on this. However, this has not been done. Regarding these NFTs, they are not your run-of-the-mill generative profile picture NFTs. These are Aurorians, okay? Which will have several utilities. The team states they will give you access to play future game modes that will be added to PvE and PvP. They are your key to test and validate these modes before they are made public. Also, in a future update of Aurory, each one of these Aurorian NFTs will be made playable in 3D. Very cool. Lastly is that these NFTs will be the first addition to something called the Aurory. I'm not entirely sure what that is. I don't think the Aurory is in control of the game, but a collection of NFTs. They also state that 10% of the initial sale proceeds of the Aurorian mints will go into this Aurory treasury, and a 1.75% royalty from secondary market sales of Aurorians will be permanently allocated to funding the Aurory. Now, these NFTs can be purchased on the secondary market, such as Solana, and due to the large following this project has amassed, these NFTs are pretty expensive now, especially when compared to their mint price. So, do I think these will hold their value? Could they become much more expensive in the future? Why? Well, it's important to remember that this space is highly speculative. Prices of these things can be overinflated due to hype, so for me I try to find evidence of strength in the project. 1. Solana is booming. I remember reading about this project in around March or April, so being an early project in the Solana ecosystem is great. 2. On the Solana podcast, hosted by Solana Labs CEO Anatoly Yakovenko, he was joined by Axie Infinity creator Jiho, who mentioned that he was excited about the upcoming release of Aurory. 3. Anatoly also changed his Twitter profile picture to this honorary Aurorian one, given to him by the Aurory devs a couple of days before the mint, which he has been using ever since. 4. On their website labeled Our Investors, we can see Solana Labs, Serum Dex, Alameda Research, Animoca Brands, Z Prime Capital, Ascensive Asset Management, CMS, and GenBlock Capital. Definitely some of these organizations you should have heard of by now. All these things basically tell me that Aurory has some very powerful stakeholders who will do anything they can to help the success of Aurory. Looking at projects like Axie Infinity, we can see just how powerful these simple types of games can be at bringing users into an ecosystem. Imagine all the unbanked people around the world who will begin to use the Solana ecosystem due to this highly accessible game. I'll try to make a video exploring more of this topic as I find it very interesting. Last but not least, the Aurory team is being smart with their approach to community. They recently released this statement in their Discord saying how they want to reward early buyers of Aurorians by airdropping qualitative NFTs to holders, and that they want to know the opinions of the community and encourage an ongoing open discussion. Sounds great. To kick this off, they are airdropping this Bytebit character collectible NFT to wallets containing Aurorians. So if you have one Aurorian, you will get one airdrop, and if you have 5 Aurorians, you will receive 5 airdrops. The airdrop is coming very soon, within 48 hours. They are likely to take a snapshot of wallets before then to determine eligibility, but they haven't said when that will be. It could have been 2 days ago, it could be happening in a few hours from now, I don't know. So if you were to buy one before the airdrop has happened, it's not clear if you will be eligible for that, but there will be more different ones coming in the future. And don't forget, the airdrop will be 10,000 identical NFTs, so they shouldn't be expensive at all. If you missed out and want to buy on secondary markets, I'm guessing they'll sell initially for $5 US, but that's just a random guess. Alright dudes, that's it for this one. I hope this video was informative and or entertaining. Of course, none of this is financial advice, and I'll catch you in the next one.